Welcome to my second channel, which is the home of the subscriber-led expansion draft-only rebuild of the Kansas City Reign here on 2K26, the team name picked by the subscribers who voted in the introductory episode of my main channel expansion draft-only rebuild of the Las Vegas Venom. Here on this channel, I will be posting gameplay unedited and with 2K commentary of the Kansas City Reign. But if you're a fan of more edited and voiced over videos, that is what will be happening on my main channel with the Las Vegas Venom rebuild, which will be linked in the description below this and all Kansas City Reign videos. If you would like to get involved in the managing process for the Kansas City Reign, you'll need to check out the posts tab of this channel's home page. That is where I will be posting Google Forms that will allow you to vote for key moments throughout the franchise, who to draft, who to trade, and who should get minutes for your team. So hitting the bell notification so you're notified when those posts go up will go a long way towards you being able to vote in these 24-hour voting windows for each voting opportunity. With that said, let's go ahead and kick off the Kansas City Reign gameplay.
UK Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And roaming the sideline for tonight's game, our Allie LaForce. Here's the starting group for Kansas City. Emmanuel quickly out there with Christie. Then it's Duran. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 3. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. With the season winding down, GA, what's key for a long playoff run, do you think?
Kevin, one thing is health, right? When you look back at past NBA champions, lots of times it's the teams that were able to survive the year without any major injuries.
And so quickly, we'll bring it up for Kansas City. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
And missing your free throws usually changes the complexion of a game. Certainly did in that one.
You know this. Nothing gets a crowd into the game more than a bunch of missed free throws. That's one of the worst things you can do on the road.
Here's Sensabaugh. Just 5 on the clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Kansas City shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Allen's checked in. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
This guy's such a professional, right? Goes about his business in a highly consistent way.
Fires from deep. Duran pulls it in. Faster quickly. Here's Sensabaugh. Defended by Allen. Here's Jovic. Here's Christie. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Whitehead passes to Allen. Here's Traore. Quickly covering. Traore can't hit.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Here's Claxton. Last game he had 10 points. Pass to Traore. It's blocked. Another shot. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Kansas City has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Duran sets the screen for Quickly. Pocket 6. In the corner, it's Duran. Christie finds Quickly. Here's Duran. The rebound by the Nets. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
And guys, there's really a fine line between being aggressive and being out of control. And in that one, they crossed the line.
You have got to be a low mistake team in today's NBA because once those turnovers start piling up, you're giving your opponent too many extra looks.
Here's Duran. After the basket by Brooklyn. Duran with the screen on Allen. Sensabaugh, a putback, and Duran is right there.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Pass to Torrey. Allen, a screen on quickly. Allen outside. Oh, good with the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Doris, energy on both ends. Threes in defense. That's Max Christie in a nutshell.
The very prototypical Kevin 3-and-D player, but I think what I like about Max is there's room for growth. I think he can deck it and become a playmaker.
Here's Wolf. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against New York.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
For Kansas City, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Christie with it, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. And Duran slams it in.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. Pass to Torrey. Nets passing it around. Allen, the bounce pass. Shot clock at 5. From outside the arc, after 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
Here's Jovic, and out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. And now a look at who's been leading the NBA in rebounding since the All-Star break. Jalen Duran is second.
He has taken his rebounding very seriously since the break. It's really paid off for him and his team.
Allen outside. Another 3 for Brooklyn.
Well, you simply have to stay connected to him. His shooting stroke is that pure.
Pass to Jovic. Here's Sensabaugh. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Drills it from outside.
Listen, if you give Emmanuel quickly a look from 3, there's never hesitation.
Here's Whitehead. Here's Torrey. Launches it. Another 3 for Brooklyn.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
Kansas City trails by 4. Quickly the pass to Duran. Now Christie. Duran sets the screen for Christie. Back to Duran. And the rejection by Claxton. Pass to Torrey. Allen right side. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Now, here's Quickly. He's coming off a 16-point game against Cleveland. Now, Christie. Shot clock at 6. Launches a 3. And it's Quickly missing.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
Allen outside. Pass to Wolf. Good on the bucket. And it's an 8-point Brooklyn lead.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Now, here's Quickly. He's guarded close. Down low. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Kansas City trails by 6. Pass to Sensabaugh. Duran, and Duran is right there. Duran's got 6.
Boy, this guy has been absolutely outstanding this quarter. You love what he's doing out there right now.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. We take a look at the Nets. Their season nearly over unless a form of miracle happens. And, of course, Kansas City right on their heels as they've got the next best record.
And right now for Brooklyn, they know the time to flip the switch is now. This final month for them is all about playing their best basketball. Let's see if they're able to pull it off.
And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul, unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. Saraf, he's checked in for Brooklyn. The Nets working the ball around now. Just 4 to shoot. And it's blocked. Over to the left wing. Sensabaugh. And a miss there on the triple.
He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit the defense for how they're playing him.
Pass to Saraf. To the left wing. Here's Traore. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Traore's got 8.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Outside Dragic. Active quickly. Here's Sensabaugh. Defended by Allen. All sorts of time. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Pass to Wolf. Here's Saraf. And it's blocked. And here is Quickly. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. Now, here's Quickly. And Kansas City misses again. Claxton with it. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Pass to Traore. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, easy call.
Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Nets?
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
We've also seen them show a willingness to take advantage of the mid-range opportunities. The defense conceding these looks, and they're cashing in.
No good on the free throw. And he's good on the second. 1:39 left to play in the first. Pass to Kispert. Out to the right wing. Here's Dragic from outside. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Nets leading by 9. To the middle. Here's Saraf. And that one is hammered home.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now here's Dragic. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. And it's Vucevic missing.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Out of bounds, Kansas City takes possession.
Yeah, a little bit of miscommunication there. They'll want to talk about that one.
Powell, he's checked in for Traore. Kansas City trails by 11. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Boy, they'll take that possession. Nice finish in close.
For Kansas City, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. Allen for three. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Floats one up. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Right back after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, the Nets enjoying a nice lead here.
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
Setting the floor for Kansas City. We've got Rollins. Vucevic is out there with Kispert. And it's Dragic in at the 2 spot.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Here's Rollins. Drains the 19-footer.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Allen inside the 3-point line. Another one falls for Brooklyn. Kansas City trails by 12. Pass to Vucevic. And it's blocked. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Finney-Smith kicks to Powell. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Williams a screen. Surratt gets the bucket. Surratt's got 7 points.
Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Rollins the pass to Vucevic. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
Well, that's power and focus of Nikola Vucevic. Hit him, slap him, doesn't make a difference.
And Doris, I heard a famous coach talking about, quote, the human nature things that a team has to beat before they even get on the court. Can you talk about that?
Oh, Kevin, it's such a great point. So, for instance, is the team in it collectively? Do they care who's getting the shots, the rebounds, and the attention from the media? Or are they about the team and collective success? Human nature is a part of this.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Council's checked in, and it's Whitehead in for Grayson Allen.
Well, defending him inside is never an easy job. A little reminder of that right there.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Dragic the pass to Christie. Now Vucevic. He's guarded by Williams. Pass to Council. A 3-pointer off the mark. Here's Vucevic. He'll bring it up for Kansas City. They trail by 14. They traveled to Brooklyn last time they faced the Nets, and they came away with a win.
And the last time they were able to come away with that win because of their depth. Great production from the reserves.
I think sometimes the bench can make or break you in a particular game, and that was a total team effort, no question.
Pass to Williams. Here's Whitehead to the left side wing. Finney-Smith off target from outside. Christie finds quickly. Now Vucevic. Quickly a screen on Williams. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Vucevic.
Boy, a very quiet start, but looks like he's starting to find a little something out there.
Dragic with a wide open look, and the lead is down inside single digits. Dragic has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Pass to Whitehead. Here's Traore. 26 points for him last game against New York.
I thought his physicality was crucial too. You know, he kept the defense on their toes and repeatedly got to the free throw line.
Stolen by Quickly. Now Vucevic. Over to the wing. Now here's Quickly. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Traore. Whitehead with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Finney-Smith kicks to Williams. Pass to Whitehead. Lets it go with the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Whitehead's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Kansas City trails by 12. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. It's always exciting to see a player with a hot hand. Klay Thompson knows a little something about that, and he said it's that flow state that any great athlete or artist, entertainer, tries to get into. The one thing I learned is you can't force those great nights. You have to let them just happen. Back to you.
I can only imagine what it's like. Thanks a lot, Allie. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
That's his second bucket from range this quarter after hitting none in the first.
Pass to Council. Here's Traore. Shoots the 3. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
This guy has been a key to their success tonight. He's been selective and efficient.
Now Christie. Quickly the pass to Dragic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And Kansas City making a change here. Sensabaugh is checked in. Both free throws good from Dragic.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Here's Council. A 24-point outing in their last game against New York.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Here's Claxton, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Claxton's got his second bucket of the night.
I love to see that. Claxton has a lean frame, but he pushes right through the contact. You love to see that kind of compete level.
Here's Council, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. The Nets shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throws? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
Pass to Whitehead. Here's Traore, quickly covering. Here's Whitehead. Here's Wolf. He's got 9. Here's Traore. And again, it's the Nets missing. Kansas City trails by 13. Jovic passes to Quickly. Nice ball movement by Kansas City to the paint. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
The Nets have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. He misses the free throw.
And they've had their difficulties from the line here in the second. Could extend their lead if they just make some more free throws.
And Kansas City making a change here. Dragic is checked in. Pass to Sensabaugh. That's it, coming off an assist from Dragic. Sensabaugh's got it back down to within single digits for Kansas City. Here's Whitehead. Here's Traore. He's got 14. That's finished. Green on Christie. Now Claxton, defended by Duran. And that one, good. Claxton's got 4 points in the quarter.
There's a reason Nick Claxton has led the league in field goal percentage at least once. This guy is able to get easy looks.
Here's Whitehead. He's coming off a 16-point game against New York.
And don't forget about the 2 blocks. He really changed the game for his team on the defensive side.
Pass to Claxton. It's stolen by Duran. Now Dragic. Now Christie. To the wing right side. 5 to shoot. Here's Sensabaugh. And the shot falls short this time.
Nothing going his way. Boy, it feels like he's forcing it and to no avail.
And while we can, let's see which rookies have led the way in scoring since the All-Star break. For Brooklyn, they have hit 6 free throws in 10 attempts. First one falls for him.
And he just seemed to have a little more fire in the first quarter than he has in this one. And it showed in all the trips he made to the free throw line. Those have dried up.
Rollins checked in for Kansas City. Duran a screen. Here's Sensabaugh. And Duran slams it in.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what? Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
That one goes in.
Coaches love assisted buckets, boy. It just means the team is working well together.
Pass to Sensabaugh. The 17-footer. A rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Traoré. Inside. Here's Whitehead. Cans it from downtown. Whitehead's got 8 points in the quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Christie. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for him. .46 seconds left in the first half of the game. Wolf passes to Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Oh, the athleticism on display. Nick Claxton makes these throwdowns look easy.
Kansas City trails by 18. Out to the right wing. Here's Sensabaugh. Pass to Rollins. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Sensabaugh. And Kansas City misses again.
Boy, this guy has completely lost his focus. Nothing working.
Count that bucket. Wolf got 11 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation.
So far, it has been a runaway. Kansas City trails by 20. We've got Whitehead. He's out there with Traoré. And it's Claxton in at the center, filling out the middle. And that's the group for Will Hardy as they begin the second half. Pass to Traoré. Over Christie. Traoré can't hit. And Kansas City shooting under 40% all in all for the game. And here is Quickly. Here's Duran. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Always looking for an outlet. You see Quickly keeping his head on a swivel there.
For Kansas City, they have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. That's good from Duran. Nets leading by 17. Pass to Council. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Out left to the wing. Here's Traoré. The 3. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh.
Boy, they've managed without him to a degree, which bodes well for them overall.
Nice ball movement by Kansas City. Jovic passes to Duran. Quickly with a wide open look. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
To the inside. With the fadeaway. Traore can't hit.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Nets leading by 15. Inside, here's Wolf. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
In the corner, it's Duran. Pass to quickly. Fires the three. Claxton with the steal. Here's Traore. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Looking to end his cold spell. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
Wow, not sure what happened there. Yikes.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Pass to Whitehead. Here's Traore. Takes the 13-footer. Here's Council. He's been producing a fair amount of offense night in and night out as he's averaging 14 points a game. There's the three. They get the rebound. It's deflected. To the paint. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
For Kansas City, they have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. Nets leading by 16. Pass to Wolf. To the middle. Here's Traore. Tries again. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. For Brooklyn, they have made 8 of their 12 free throws in this game.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%. And he looks totally out of sorts here at the stripe. Those defenders aren't afraid at all to body him up and force him to earn his points at the line.
And Kansas City making a change here. Dragic has checked in. Here's Sensabaugh. Christie finds Duran. Back to Christie. Kansas City needs to get off a shot. Latrey. A putback. It's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Pass to Wolf. Here's Traore. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Nets.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Down low. It's stolen. 13 feet away. And it's Dragic with the rebound. And it's Dragic with the ball for Kansas City. 17-point game. They set the pick. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And a chance now for us to see which rookies have been shooting lights out since the All-Star break. Nets leading by 17. Pass to Whitehead. Three-pointer. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Whitehead's got 11 points.
Boy, defensively, you deserve to get torched from deep if you leave him that open. My goodness.
To the inside. Here's Jovic.
Boy, nice pass. A little ball movement, a little player movement. That's how you play this game.
Here's Whitehead. He's guarded by Dragic. Here's Council. It's rebounded by Jovic. Kansas City trails by 18. Pass to Dragic. And the shot is good. He's got 10.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Traore. Christie with the rebound. For Kansas City, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Here's Sensabaugh. Pass to Dragic. 6 to shoot. Nice ball movement by Kansas City. Jovic, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Traore. He's guarded by Dragic. Here's the screen. Pass to Whitehead. To the wing on the left. Wolf. And again, it's the Nets missing. Kansas City trails by 16. And Dragic has it in the corner. Here's Sensabaugh. And it's Dragic off the drive. And the rejection by Claxton. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Sarath, he's checked in for the Nets. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, so are dynasties a thing of the past? Well, Commissioner Adam Silver said, I'm fine with dynasties and I'm fine with new teams emerging every year. What the fans want to see is great competition. As long as teams are emerging through great management, let the results happen however they play out. Back over to you guys.
You just want a fair fight. Okay, thank you, Allie. Vucevic checked in for Jalen Duren.
Nick Claxton, to me, guys, one of those great energy guys. You know what you can expect from him night after night. Incredible effort defensively, shot blocking, and a vertical threat at the rim on the offensive end.
Here's Wolf. He's got 13. Pass to Claxton. He used that pick to get in close.
This is an area of development for Nick Claxton. The willingness and the ability to absorb and still finish. Really good job.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Here's Sarath. He's got 7. And the shot goes in. Sarath's got 9 points. Kansas City trails by 16. Dragic with it. 12 points for him. Whitehead with the rebound. Whitehead's got his 5th rebound in this one. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And you lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback. Let your teammate run to it.
The Nets making a switch here. Williams is checked in. For Kansas City, they've gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime, shooting 8 of 15. Outside, Dragic. Pass to Vucevic.
And a brief check of the stats for Williams. Since the All-Star break, he's been putting in work. And he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And back to his phenomenal efficiency from 3, top 10 in the league. His consistent shooting creates so many openings in the defense.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Oh, ball movement creating a great look. Every coach loves this.
Christie the pass to Jovic. Driving the lane. Outside Dragic. Pass to Sensabaugh. 5 on the clock. And he lays it straight in. 9 points in the game so far.
Yeah, terrific work in the two-man game results in an easy bucket. That's how you do it.
Here's Wolf. Fires for three. Rebounded by Kansas City. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now Christie. Pass to Jovic. Here's Sensabaugh. And it's Council with the rebound. Council's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Williams, and it's good for 2. And the Nets lead by 19.
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Jovic. Nice ball movement by Kansas City. From 12 feet out. Sensabaugh no good. Nets leading by 19 points. Here's Saraf. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Whitehead. Here's Wolf. Good on the triple. Wolf got 5 points now in the quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so Kansas City now. Here's Christie. There's a screen. Out to the wing. Jovic passes to Dragic. Here's Sensabaugh. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Brooklyn's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And they get it, and that's 2 points on the layup. Sensabaugh's got 11 points.
Boy, the halftime break, I don't know what they gave him to drink back there, but he is pouring it on right now.
Pass to Council. Here's Wolf. We've got 22 seconds left in the third. Here's Council. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable, it creates that much of an advantage for the offense. You have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And so it's Brooklyn holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Setting the floor for Kansas City. They've got Corey Kispert. Emmanuel quickly out there with Vucevic. And it's Dragic into the shooting guard. Quickly against Williams. The kick out to Dragic. Offline with his 3. Nets leading by 22. Pass to Traore. Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
Dragic kicks to Kispert. Here's quickly, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Yeah, that's just great recognition by Quickly not letting the clock speed him up.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Saraf can't hit. Kansas City trails by 20. Now here's Dragic. There's the pick. This one for 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Williams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Saraf. And the Nets miss again. And Vucevic has got the ball here for Kansas City. here in the fourth quarter. Their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. And here's quickly for three. Rebound, Brooklyn. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points.
You know, for this team to win games, he knows he's got to be much more efficient than he's been.
Let's go. Here's Williams, and it's slammed in by Williams.
You know, something that Williams does so well, as soon as he has inside position, he just goes for the finish.
Here's Vucevic. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And now that's 11 points for Vucevic. Pass to Traore. Nets passing it around. It's good.
Boy, creating opportunities at point-blank range. This is exactly what you want.
For Kansas City, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Now here's Vucevic. Now quickly. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. And the upcoming schedule for Brooklyn. On Wednesday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Saturday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best. But if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
And the Nets making a change here. Claxton's checked in.
And they have been relentless.
Let's take a look at some end of season 2 stats for the Kansas City Reign squad. Leading the squad this year was Emmanuel Quickly with 18.2 points per game. One of the leading scorers, of course, prior to being traded was Colin Sexton. So if you didn't see that over on the Venom franchise, we did get Colin Sexton traded for a 2028 first round pick. So his points per game, of course, aren't going to show up on this screen, but 49% from the field and 41% from three for Quickly. Not like exactly quite as efficient as last year, but still very good stuff from Emmanuel Quickly here. For the Kansas City Reign leading this team. Both teams led in scoring by their point guard this season. Bryce Sensabaugh, he was not nearly as efficient here in his second season, getting a few more minutes. He did have more points per game overall. Sometimes with increased volume, the efficiency is going to go down. Certainly would probably hope for higher than 36% from the field, though. But honestly, that's probably a good thing because you guys wanted the number 1 lottery odds and you got him. And I'm sure his lower output was aiding that. Rock Dragic here was 13.5 points per game, 3 rebounds, and just over 1 assist with roughly 1.5 stocks per game. 46% from the field, but only 29% from three. Did shoot a really solid 85% from the line, playing roughly half the game. And certainly in the spotlight games was showing off some very intriguing upside and should be a very interesting offseason progression period for Dragic. Next up, coming off the bench, Vooch still putting up double digits per game while also providing some mentorship value. You love to see it. Jalen Duren, his points per game did go down, but his rebounds were right at 12 once again. And we know what Jalen Duren is. He was on my rebuild last year. He's on the subscriber team this year. And Jalen Duren is going to be an excellent rebounder. He's going to finish it with a good field goal percentage inside. Probably a little bit lower than you'd honestly even hope for someone at, being, even though it's in the 50s. But that's probably just a function of the team around him. And once the team gets better, I imagine these will go up for Jalen. Jovic, 9.6 points per game on really similar efficiency, just really similar numbers across the board for him. Even minutes per game from season 1 to season 2 of the franchise. And that probably goes to the fact that he didn't improve a ton in the offseason progression, probably hoping for better this time around. Corey Kispert, it was really close as to having him traded. It was kind of 50-50 on whether or not to trade Corey Kispert. I just couldn't actually get a trade that had 2 seconds, like I was saying in the poll that I created, or really even one good one. So ended up holding on to him. Holding on to the asset for now. Ryan Rollins, really inefficient basketball, just 32% from the field, 28% from 3. Probably need to see him improve, or else I don't know if that's a guy that you want to be playing for too much longer. Max Christie, 6 points per game on pretty decent efficiency, just not quite the volume, especially considering his volume, his minutes per game went up post the Colin Sexton trade. And these are some of the guys that were mentors. Janai Broom here in 12 minutes per game was 2 points, just under 3 rebounds, just under 1 stock per game. He shot 40% from the field, 29% from 3. Probably hoping for another good season of development in the offseason. And then Cedric Meeks, G Leaguer this year. And I brought him up towards the end so his morale wouldn't be total cheeks. So there you have it. There is the Season 2 stats for the Kansas City Reign. Should be a much more intriguing offseason. Not saying the last one wasn't, but you're going to have a higher pick guaranteed for sure. And you're going to have more players with interesting developments come the progression period. But that's going to wrap up Season 2 for the subscriber-led Kansas City Reign franchise. I will see you. Make sure you watch the lottery on my main channel for the Venom to see where the Reign land. I will be sending out a post to vote on who you want to draft once your pick is solidified. And then we'll get to the offseason and another chance for the Reign to improve. That's all I got for the episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Drop a like on the video if you did. And I'll see you soon.